Hi, my name is Ava. I actually just graduated from SLIC this last fall with my associate's degree in psychology. I graduated early, but that's because I started early. I did a bunch of concurrent and AP in high school so I could get as big a head start on my education as possible. I have a lot of really fun hobbies. I love music, I love to sing, I love to perform. I did theater and choir all growing up. So yeah, I love live music, I love concerts, going out seeing concerts, being with my family, my mom, my dad. I have an older brother, identical twin sisters, and then a little brother, as well as my little dog Toby, to maintain the work-school life balance. So that was something that SLIC could give me that maybe a university couldn't give me at first, but I really, really love. Yeah, so the class that I was in was my Education 1400 class, my study of disabilities. It was the most immersive class I've ever taken. The main focus of the class was our CEL assignment, our Community Engaged Learning assignment, where we got to go out and volunteer with people who have disabilities. I decided to volunteer with kids because I love working with kids. As somebody who grew up in a school without a disability that didn't really have people with disabilities in the class with us, I didn't really get to experience that in a classroom setting or in really in a setting at all. So being able to do that was super important for me. Being able to understand from our course material and my volunteer experience at the same time was super important. So I volunteered with a program called Early Learning Essentials. They're a nonprofit organization that works to provide free early education for low-income families, especially those who have kids with disabilities who may not be able to afford regular early education. So I volunteered with their Best Friend program, which means I get to do all the fun stuff and not any of the actual teaching hard stuff. So I got to play with them, I got to watch over them, hang out with them, experience from their perspective. It was just so amazing. Reading about something and learning about something in class is great and you can learn so much from that, but going out and experiencing it yourself is completely different. And being part of that Best Friend program, I got to experience it in a completely different way. Yeah, I was able to observe and understand what a classroom setting would look like, what we do in a classroom, and it was amazing. The community impact of this is super, super important because organizations like this get their funding from volunteer hours. So if they're not receiving the volunteer work that they need, they're not able to fund and continue providing free education for other people. Disability has been known for a while as a government responsibility, but they don't get that support and that accommodation and the funding that they need unless individual people go out and volunteer. So that's why it is so important, and it's partially our responsibility to go out and get involved and volunteer because they won't be able to do it without our help. I want to thank Salt Lake Community College for giving me this experience, my professors, and all those at Early Learning Essentials for helping me to be able to do this, and I want to thank my family and my friends for supporting me the whole time.